Welcome to the Krempels Brain Injury Foundation's Oral History Project. Every year, brain injury from trauma, stroke, or tumor strikes more than 4,000 people of all ages in New Hampshire. Many of them are your neighbors, your friends, your family. It is the goal of this project to increase awareness relating to this unique population that often goes unseen and unheard. The interviews are recorded at SteppingStones, a community-based post-rehabilitative program located at the Foundation for Seacoast Health's Community Campus in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. SteppingStones provides opportunities for social interaction, life skill training, recreation, and support for brain injury survivors who are now living in the community. All of the interviews are conducted by brain trauma survivors. Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Russ Moore, and I'm interviewing Tom Averill. Tom, could you tell me a little bit about yourself before your injury?
I used to manage a hardware store. Years before that, I went through the apprenticeship and worked on the shipyard for just over 20 years. I left the shipyard and went to work in a fencing company. While employed at the fence company bought a hardware store, and then it got to the point where there were so many partners involved in the fence company, it was just too much friction. So I left the fence company, went to work at another hardware store in Exeter, New Hampshire, and everything was fine there, but I'm sorry, I have to back up. I went to work at a store in Portsmouth, part-time. I met a young lady there, came to work part-time when she was in high school. From there, I went to a store in Exeter, and sometime later, the store in Portsmouth was closing, but the girl I had met, Stephanie, she and her father were going to reopen the store in Portsmouth, so they contacted me and asked them if I would become their store manager, which I did.
Tom, could you also tell us a little bit about your social and family life prior to your injury?
No social life. I was married. I'm married for over 40 years now, 4 kids, 8 grandkids, and it was just fine. And I think it's been better since, because all the kids, when I needed to go to therapy and so forth, all the kids stepped up and would pick me up and take me, bring me home. My youngest daughters would pick me up in the morning. My oldest daughter would pick me up in the afternoon. After therapy, she'd bring me back to her house. I would spend the afternoon playing with her 2 youngest kids. So it was very enjoyable and very helpful. I was diagnosed with a tumor behind my right eye, and it was back in 2003. They removed it. In 2005, I had to go back in and have a shunt installed. I haven't worked since then, but quality of life's been fine. All the family all stepped forward and was ready to take me to rides or any appointments or anything I needed, or just come by the house, take me out bowling or just for a ride, just to give the wife a little break from being with me all the time and spending time with the grandkids and stuff. It's been just great.
What was your rehab experience like?
Rehab was good. I met my friend Roy at rehab, but I don't remember that much about it, to tell you the truth. Then after rehab, I came to SteppingStones, and it's been great ever since.
Where did you have therapy?
I had therapy down at Northeast Rehab in Salem. I think it was very beneficial. The biggest change since my stroke is the fact that I no longer work, which a lot of times I miss, not being active and having a job and feeling like I'm contributing. But I worked the first half of my marriage, now my wife's working. So,
Tom, can you tell us what is preventing you from going back to work?
I guess probably nothing really other than finding a job that I would be interested in doing and they would be interested in having me.
How has life been since your injury, such as socially?
It hasn't really changed since. No difference before to after.
How about with your family?
If anything, I feel a lot closer to my family. Because when I needed them, they were all there to help. Financially, it's been a bit of a burden because I no longer work. So now we're relying on just my wife's paycheck. But we're doing okay.
Tom, what about other areas such as memory and organization? Are those areas that you have difficulty with since your injury?
No, I haven't. I was pretty lucky overall, all things considered.
What goals are you now currently working towards?
Well, I'm just trying to stay active, help out around the house while my wife is at work. I figure now, since how she's working, I might as well try to take up some of the slack since I'm home and do some of the housework and at least pick up after myself. I think I would like to eventually get back into the work field, be active and feel like I'm contributing something to society.
How has SteppingStones played a part in your life now?
SteppingStones has shown me that there are many other people like me, and in some instances in a little worse shape or condition than I'm in, and overall has shown me that I've got a lot to be thankful and fortunate for.
Tom, if you were to educate someone about brain injury, what would you want them to know?
I would want them to know that just because someone might have had a brain injury does not mean that they immediately need to be locked away in some institution somewhere. There's an awful lot of really good people here and can be really great contributors to society.
We hope you enjoyed the preceding interview. The mission for the Krempels Brain Injury Foundation is improving the lives of people living with brain injury from trauma, tumor, or stroke. If you know of anyone who may need our assistance, please contact us. And if you would like to explore ways in which you can help us move forward with our mission, please contact us as well. Because brain injury from trauma, tumor, or stroke can happen to anyone at any time. It is a problem that is not going away.